Hey guys, it's Sarah here. I am just at the Open European Championships. It's been a great and exciting day so far. So I have some special guests here who are major lady bosses and they are bossing it in their world. So I am here with Nicola. Hello. And Nicola's daughter, Sian. So Sian has just done her first kettlebell competition. She's just competed for 10 full minutes with a 16 kg doing a long cycle. She's been trained by her dad, Keen. Nicola's husband and Sian's dad is Keen Foley, and he has launched his book Don't Eat for Winter. It's a massive success and he is helping and changing people's lives in such a major way. So I just wanted to chat with Nicola and interview Nicola about what's it like being hi Nicola. Firstly, what's it like being mum to a kettlebell athlete, wife to a kettlebell athlete, and mum to a daughter that does kettlebells?
Yeah, busy. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of support work in the network and that, but I really enjoy going to the competitions and being there to support them. So it's great because it's such a good positive sport, and there's really good people in it and stuff. So I like it.
That's fantastic. So would your support look like emotional support and in the form of like cooking and getting everything ready for them to lift, or what way would it be?
A little bit of everything, trying to kind of think of things that they might forget on the days that they're heading out, making sure that they have the right fuel in the tank for it.
Yes.
And then just kind of being there for a little hug before.
Oh, that's so sweet, and it means so much. It can make all the difference, you know.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Nicola's actually had her own amazing transformation herself. So Nicola, what weight were you before you began the transformation?
I was 12 stone.
Okay, and what is your current weight now?
It's in around 8.5. Yeah.
Fantastic, well done to you. It's quite hard to lose weight when you don't have much to lose.
Yeah, the last stone I probably had for about 2 years.
Okay.
And as you know, Keen wrote the book Don't Eat for Winter, so I went over onto his philosophy.
Yes.
And yeah, it fell away fairly easily with a little bit of training and a lot more consideration about what you eat around training, and that was what made the big difference.
So that made the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, that is really great information for my women out there. So a lot of women that come to me are often saying that what they do is they just eat 2 meals a day and they think it's the best approach to lose weight. Now I have lost a lot of weight by eating more, but I just want to ask Nicola, did you actually eat more in order to get to this?
Very much so. I had gone for a couple of years onto kind of paleo, and it was very, very low carb.
Yes.
What made the big difference for me around my training and when I lost the weight was I introduced a lot more carbs around training, and the correct fuel for training, so that my body was doing the right things.
Yes.
When I was putting the effort in, I was getting the results out then.
I get you. And by carbs, Nicola doesn't mean white bread, white pasta, croissants, scones. What would you mean by carbs?
Well, my favourite thing before training is to do overnight oats. So I would have oats with protein yogurt, high protein milk, and then a bit of fruit.
Fantastic, and that worked well for you.
It was kind of the thing that got me in onto it,
yes.
and it gave me other ideas then. So that was the starting point for me to kind of find what really worked.
Brilliant. And did it give you a bit more energy?
A lot more energy. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I always used to complain to Keen on Friday, say I do the shopping because you know as you do.
Yes.
And I would just feel so awful and going around, and now it just doesn't happen anymore.
That is fantastic, and that is a massive life change, because I know a lot of people are generally drained of energy, so to be able to increase your energy by eating more is major, and that is a big message I would send to my women. It's so, so important. What was it like being trained by your own husband?
Well, that's a little bit weird. I normally go into the gym on my own and stuff, but Keen will come in with me once every couple of weeks, and I'll ask him, is my technique wrong?
Yes.
I want to change up on this exercise. This is the part of the body I want to work on. So he'd just give me tips and tricks and stuff, and as we went along, he'd tell me tweaks. Because I like working out on my own. I like doing my own things. So all I need is the reference, and then someone to come in and just give me, a few tweaks on technique. Because no matter how experienced you are, when you're not being watched, you'll always fall behind.
I agree with you completely. So really, to sum up what Nicola's saying is it's changing the food, and then it's getting someone she's accountable to help her with technique within the gym. That'd be right.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you about mindset? Do you think the mindset was important in this for you to actually lose that little bit of weight and to make the change into trusting Keen's process?
Yes. Yeah, it's all about mindset, because I had this idea that if I ate more, that what I was going to. It's very hard to educate your mind to realise that you can eat more and weigh less. It really took just a couple of small tweaks where I was kind of dipping my toe in the water, and when I saw that working, then it was just I ran with it completely.
And the sky was the limit then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. So you got results, and then that spurred you on to continue.
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking you, what little road bumps came along the way? Obviously it wouldn't have been a perfect journey because perfection doesn't really exist, but no. What little bumps came along the way, for example?
My journey's been over the course of several years. So I started with like kind of the Weight Watchers style thing, yes. And then I went on and I did a paleo and then went on to the Defo diet. So I've kind of been tweaking along the way, but it's the idea of being in too much of a hurry. You know, sometimes yes. You go, I'm not making enough progress, and you start to psych yourself out and you fall back a little bit, and you have to stop and say no and reassess and move forward, because a slow journey is better, because then it's a sustainable journey.
That
so I had to realise
exactly,
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so powerful, Nicola, because so many women say to me that they're like, they got very dissuaded because of the time they thought it would take for them to lose the weight. So at the start, what they've done is they've set the goal incorrectly and too difficult, and then they feel they failed, and then they feel they're useless, and then they don't get a result.
Yeah.
So how did you switch that? How did you switch that from looking for a quick result to knowing that it's long term?
Well, it was a matter of getting to the first result. So say I dropped a dress size, so I bought a dress that I didn't have a time frame, but someday this dress would fit me. And so I had my goal dress. Yeah. And then when I got into that, then it was kind of like, wow. And then my goal dress got too big for me, and I got a second goal dress, and just kind of went along like that. I never set a time frame for myself, but I did, and I didn't buy, like, I wasn't a size 14, I bought a size 6.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It was just something the next size on. And you know, I got to a certain point, I don't want to lose any more weight, I'm very happy with it as I am, but I still have little goals.
Yes.
So it's always to find a little goal.
Like your daily wins and your weekly wins.
Yeah, like if I'm in the gym, I'd like to lift a little bit more on this exercise, I'd like to work a little bit more on this muscle group and that, rather than I want to completely change everything.
Yes.
Because then you're not going to see the results. You get the results easier with a smaller goal.
Exactly. And would you say that for a lot of my ladies, the weighing scales is kind of often controlling their mood? So if they were up, it's you, and if they were down, it's I'm going to have a really shit day. The whole day is based on this number on a weighing scale. To finish, could I ask you your advice, because you've done it so successfully, Nicola, you look amazing and well done, is what advice would you give to women who generally are being ruled by the weighing scales as a mode to success, as what they are seeing as success?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the weighing scales, because it is a gauge of how you're getting on. It doesn't match your muscle content to your fat content, so that doesn't really work. But at the same time, if you see your weight going up, just kind of think, okay, well, that's it today. You know, for whatever reason, and you might think you're doing everything right, but some days is just a bad day on the scales.
Yes.
And say tomorrow will be better, or the next day will be better, or next week will be better. But never rule yourself on one day.
Oh, that's great advice,
Never one day.
So as well, what Nicola's saying to sum up is look to your future self. So what does your future self look like, and what do you need to do today to get to the future self, not the here and right now?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Congratulations, Nicola. Thanks so much for coming on. And I'm going to go on to Sian now, who's Nicola's daughter. Hi, Sian. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
Good. Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
So Sian just did her first kettlebell competition, 10 minutes at the European Youth Championships. Sian is only 14 years of age, being trained again by her amazing dad and parents, 14. And so she's here today just to chat a little bit about the sport.
Well, I compete in kettlebells for my personal fitness, and I really enjoy the sport.
What do you enjoy about it? She's still tired, she's wrecked. I've just grabbed her straight after her set and I'm like, come.
I like the social part of it. You can make, there's a lot of friends you can make, and I also like the competition. I'm a very competitive person.
Yes.
So I like setting goals for myself and competing them in competition.
Brilliant. What do your friends think of you doing it?
Some of my friends are impressed, and some of them are confused.
Yes, they're like, is it weightlifting?
Yeah, a lot of them don't know what it is, and and it's really hard to explain.
Very.
Yeah, so
They support you though?
yeah, they do.
Yeah, great.
They're really supportive.
What do you find difficult about the sport during maybe training? And I presume you're going by Dad's book.
Yeah.
So how are you getting on with the food aspect, or what do you find difficult on it?
Finding the right combinations.
Yeah?
Finding the right combinations is hard for the food.
Okay.
And you know, like what to eat around training, but I'm learning and I'm only young, so I have lots of time.
Yeah, exactly. You can learn loads more. Do you find it difficult do you ever feel tired for training and not want to do it?
Yeah, I do all the time. But like I just have to get a grip and just like go and do it, because I feel better after I've trained. I find I have more energy after I've trained than before if I'm having a bad day. So
that's fantastic. That's really great. You get the energy, and well done. That took a lot of guts to do what she did today, you know.
It's good to be in a women's sport that does weightlifting. People have the wrong impression of weightlifting. So, you know, Rosie in Peak Fitness is her trainer for the kettlebell side of things. She's so encouraging. She's so good to her.
Yes.
So it's really good to see her have the chance to compete in something that people don't realise is for women.
That is an excellent point, because it is often a man's world, the sport, you know, but it's great that it encompasses young, old. That's why I love kettlebell sport, and all levels. Any message that you give to young girls that might be watching this now, other lady bosses?
No matter what sport you compete in, keep working at it, because when I started kettlebells, I started at an 8, and that was only a year ago.
Wow, you've doubled up.
Yes, and I've doubled my weight now.
Respect.
So you can reach the goals that you put for yourself, and it takes a while, but you'll get there. So
thank you so much. That's a really powerful message to women, and I appreciate you coming on. Thank you. Thanks guys. Hope this helps someone.